YouTube channel. Welcome back to Fana's Room. I'm really happy to be here once again. I'm really excited to be sharing with you another beautiful topic. How have you been? I hope life is good. Today we are going to be sharing another topic. It's going to be a good one and a quick one, and I want to say thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing. And if you are new here, please make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you can be notified on each and every video I upload. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a topic that is going to be about how to stir up your hope, how to renew your hope in the situations of failure. Any one of us can reach in a situation where you feel like things are not moving anymore, or you feel like you failed, or you feel like you've got a big setback in your life. But how are you going to restore your hope? The hope of moving forward, the hope of seeing a great future ahead, so that you can get up and do what you're supposed to do. Many people remain on the point of failure and never rise again. So today we are going to be looking at how to raise your hope again, how to renew your hope in a situation of failure. And in that, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 quick tips of how to renew your hope, of how to restore your hope so you can overcome failure. Our number one is going to be look ahead. Before failure came, did you have a picture of your life? Or even during failure, do you still have a picture of where you want your life to be? Have that picture, draw it clearly in your mind and write it on paper. You must look ahead. Don't let failure bring you down and lose the vision you've ever had. So please, my sister, my brother, you need to look ahead. When Jesus was going to be crucified, he went through a lot of tribulation, but he didn't look at the tribulations. He just looked ahead upon the glory and the crown he was going to attain. So since we have Jesus in our lives, we need to take him as an example. We need to look forward and ahead onto that vision that God has entrusted with us. So please, just don't look back. Look ahead and please make sure you move forward. Start off again in a new dimension with a new vigor. Remember that where there is no hope, there is no life, and where there is no life, there is no progress. Stir up your hope again and begin to enjoy life in its fullness. Start looking forward, because your tomorrow is brighter than your today. So our number 2 is let the past pass. Every man charts his next step in life by virtue of direction in which he's looking. Because whatever direction you are looking is the way you are naturally going to go. You can't look in two directions at the same time. You are either looking backward or looking forward. And the direction in which you are looking determines the direction of your motion. If you want to remain hopeful, you must regard the past as past and refuse to look backward. Free yourself from all the thoughts of how things used to be good. That is past. So you have to look forward and take action. Even Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 10 says, "Do not say, why were the old days better than these? For it is not wise." So my sister, my brother, stop looking backward and look forward and move ahead. Our number 3 is refuse sympathy. Sympathy is an evil cloud that the devil casts over people who have been experiencing a setback in a bid to move them into tears. You will notice that oftentimes when a child falls down and nobody makes a comment, he gets back on his feet and continuously starts playing. But if somebody screams and then rushes to help him up, then that child is going to start crying in reaction to sympathy, not the fall. If you want to rise from a fall, do not let anybody sympathize with you. Don't even talk like a man who needs sympathy or pity, and do not pity yourself. You should rather look forward to when you will share the testimony, because that situation will surely turn to you for a testimony. So my sister, my brother, refuse sympathy. The natural thing that most people do when something happens to them is to look for sympathizers, people who are going to cry with them. You don't need them, my brother, my sister. You need people that are going to be praising and people that are going to be lifting your spirit up. So please, push away sympathizers and show them you don't need their sympathy, and you will be ready to go and have a new hope in your life. And our number 4 is going to be despise scorners. Another group of people you must also be aware of are scorners. Satan will try to use men sometimes to break your heart and make you hopeless. But you must learn to despise those who laugh at you. Ignore them as though they were non-existent. Pay no attention to them. No matter who is laughing at you, despise them. Our number 5, refuse intimidation. In my opinion, the plague of intimidation is the worst of all plagues. It is worse than any killer disease. Intimidation is what brings a man into the point of saying, now that things are like this, what can one do? So he becomes weak, hopeless, and remains on the same spot with his hands folded. There is always something you can do no matter how bad the situation looks. That is one thing God never denies us of. He never allows us to be faced with a situation where there is nothing we can do. In every challenge, He provides a way of escape. So in the face of every obvious negative circumstance, there is always something you can do, no matter how small. So please, my sister, my brother, look around and find what you can do and beat that intimidation out of your life. Our number 6, encourage yourself. Hopelessness attempts to take its root in the soul. So also the power to fight, it is generated from within. That is why I believe that the greatest power a man has lies within him, and there is no external force that can match it. I am talking about the power of enthusiasm. When you are enthusiastic about life, the pressures of the outside cannot take away the pressure that emerges from within you. If you are not enthusiastic, you cannot be encouraged. And our number 7 is, have a sense of appreciation. Many people do not appreciate anything in their lives. Whatever they do is full of complaining and grumbling. So another way to stir up your hope is to have a sense of appreciation. When people begin to think that they are not making progress, their hope is naturally destroyed. The truth is that if you check your life very keenly, you will see improvement at least in one or two areas in your life. But when you lack the sense of appreciation, you are bound to look dejected and unfulfilled. And soon you begin to rain condemnation upon yourself. But when you lack a sense of appreciation, you are bound to look dejected and unfulfilled. And soon you begin to rain condemnation upon yourself. So our number 8 is be cautious of God's presence. When you are cautious of God's presence, you are immovable. Has He not promised you that He would go before you and make the crooked way straight? He said He will bless you in your going and your coming in the city of the field, in the city and in the field. So please, just know and be cautious of it that God is always with you. He will never leave you. And our number 9, be persuaded. To remain hopeful, you have to get to a point of persuasion in all your pursuits. Hope is all about persistence, and you know at the root of persistence is persuasion and conviction. Abraham was not persuaded. He was convinced that he would certainly become a father of many nations. So be persuaded of what you know that God has promised you. Our number 10, be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you have done. Despite of the failure, at least appreciate that you have tried, and God will surely bless you. And as you stir up your hope, God is going to intervene in a new dimension you've ever thought of. So God bless you so much. So feel free to comment, like, share, and feel free to invite others so we can impact each other's life and we can achieve the success that we desire. Remember, in this place, we always have faith-based inspirations that concern career and business, love and relationship, faith, everything. All these videos apply to all such kind of situation. See you soon. I love you so much. Bye bye.